What? What? You're clapping for yourself. That's the prom.
Yes, that's the prom.
And this is Beth Leavel, who plays Dee Dee Allen in the prom.
Correct.
Playing at the
Longacre Theater.
Over on 48th Street?
220 West 48th Street.
Give us the background on this prom.
It's a new original musical, got fantastic reviews. The story is there's 4, let's say, divas in the Broadway community who the show opens on a musical called Eleanor Roosevelt, the musical. So exactly, it's a terrible failure.
Yes.
We're a bit narcissistic, a bit self-involved, and we need a cause. We decide we need a cause to get our names back in the press. So we start twirling through Twitter to see what we can do. It's like Habitat, no, my back, no, hunger. It's too big, too much work. And we come across this story about a lesbian girl in Indiana who wants to take her girlfriend to the prom, and the PTA blows up, and we go, that's it. So we get on the bus, and we go to Indiana to save her and save the community, and lo and behold, don't they save us.
What a great premise. Who wrote this?
Bob Martin, Chad Bagelin wrote the book, and Chad Bagelin also wrote the lyrics, and it was directed by Casey Nicholaw, and Matt Sklar wrote the music, and our CD comes out so soon, and it's some of the best music you have ever heard on Broadway.
And your character, describe Dee Dee?
Dee Dee Allen. I call her Dee Dee Diva. Let's put it this way. People go, what's the difference between Beth and Dee Dee Allen? I go, Dee Dee Allen carries her Tony Awards with her at all times. In her purse.
Hold on one second. You've done 13.
I know, 13 Broadway shows.
I mean, did you, like, right away, you come here from, where the heck are you from?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
And you said, I thought you said you quote unquote looked Italian. If anyone's offended by that, I apologize.
No, it's such a compliment.
Because I am.
Thank you.
And you said, no, I'm French, I'm this, I'm that.
I know.
Then you're from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Southern.
You come to New York when?
Right after grad school,
Okay.
so it was years ago.
Did you work right away?
Kind of. Yeah, I was really lucky. Why
do you say lucky?
Because usually it takes a while to get into the DNA and the routine and everything. And I came in fully ready to go, and I did a showcase, and a lot of people saw me do this showcase.
What do you mean showcase? What's that?
Showcase is when someone writes a musical, but it doesn't have any money to back it yet. So it's like, come on, Mickey and Judy, let's put on a show at a barn. We put on a show, a version of the show at a small theater, and I had a hilarious song, and I literally signed with my agent the next day, and that was, I'm still with the same agent. 30 years. I've been with him longer than any other man in my life. Thank you, Mark Rodante.
That is impressive.
I know. So I've been really lucky.
Is there something controversial about the prom?
Not controversial, possibly. During the Macy's Day Parade, there was a kiss. To me,
that's right.
To me, that's not controversial. That's just
Where's the?
love.
I don't get the where's the controversy?
I don't know. Maybe some people hadn't seen 2 women kiss before. It was.
I'm sorry. What year was this? This is okay.
We don't think it's controversial. We're
Okay.
hoping that people come to the show and just really experience the true
No disrespect,
heart
but
of the
I don't
show.
get the controversy. But so let me ask you a little bit more about this. You're in this cast of all these different players, right?
Yes.
I'm always curious about this. We work with the same fabulous team here at WNDT to do a one-on-one with our great producers. They come together, they're talented, the technical people, the blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
But it's the same team,
Right.
right? You get there first day. You made all these talented, but in some cases pretty, I don't want to say narcissistic, but
We're actors. Is that what?
they have egos.
Yeah, not
Like anything I would recognize. But
Right.
that was a joke. But seriously, how do you come together in the beginning and boom, we got this chemistry?
Because we were cast because the director knew us, so the roles were written for us.
What?
I know. Isn't that a privilege?
Isn't it the other way?
Not
Go ahead,
this
I'm
show.
sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Usually I have to go in and audition like 9,000 times. This one has been brewing, has been marinating for 7 years with my character. Beth Leavel is Dee Dee Allen, with Brooks Ashmanskas is Barry Glickman, with Chris Sieber, and with Angie Schworer. So it's a real privilege to have original roles written for you and to have the creative team trust you in that journey. So we're already close when we get in the room. And they're my family, like your family here.
Sure.
And literally, when you give birth to a musical, talk about joyful stress. We just opened 3 weeks ago. You don't know if you're going to run, if you're going to be a hit. There's changes every single day in the script or not. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? And
They're tweaking then. I'm sorry for interrupting. They're
worries.
tweaking
Constantly.
the first. based on audience reaction?
Once you get your, what I like to call your scene partner in there, which is your audience, they tell you all the comedy you've been working for in a studio, whether it works or not. Whether the heart is really felt that way. Is this too long? Is this not long enough? My scene partner, they tell the creative teams that.
That's interesting. No ad-libbing.
And they listen. Yeah,
I'm going to clarify, no ad-libbing.
No.
Don't mess around, because you screw other people up.
You can do that a little bit in rehearsal because we're comedians, and some of our lines have actually made it to the show, but only with permission of the writers.
Curious, first Broadway play was?
That I was in?
Yes.
42nd Street, the original company. I was the fourth replacement. Anytime Annie. Tap danced.
Okay, so you can dance.
I can tap dance.
Why are you saying you can keep repeating you can tap dance?
Well, because I can tap dance, which to me is not what these dancers do in this show. They have much higher skill level than I do, but I'm a really good tap dancer.
You could tap dance, you could sing.
I can act and I'm fine.
And your confidence, I'm curious, where does the confidence that you exude here in public broadcasting come from?
Thank you. I'm glad that's what it's appearing to be. You know, I'm proud of what I do. I'm lucky in what I do, and I've been doing it, so I must do something right, so I'm going to own that confidence, and particularly when I'm talking about the show.
To people who say, I want to try something, but I hear this all the time. I teach people public speaking outside of this world.
Sure.
Right? Oh, I might look bad. I might be
might
embarrassed.
fail.
I might fail. And then, okay, don't, and I guarantee you will. Point being,
Absolutely.
you put yourself out there for rejection or acceptance or something in between. Don't tell me you were born with that. You had to develop that, no?
Yep. Yeah, and I think because of some of the mistakes or some of the rejections I got, they made me a stronger person, and therefore that translates to my work.
So those rejections,
Yeah, it's part of the deal, too. It's just part of the deal of being an actor. I mean, supply, demand. I'm not going to get every audition. I'm not going to be right. I'm not going to be the best person for every single role I go in for, but I'm going to try.
and okay, this is the message to others who say it might not work out. You say,
It might not, but if you don't try, then you're not going to get a show like The Drowsy Chaperone that I won a Tony Award for. You're not going to have people writing Dee Dee Allen for you. I always tell them, you are singular.
by the way, I was going to say something about the Tony Award,
Sorry,
but
I just interrupted. Do you see what I did there?
I saw it, and I am not going to mention my 4 Emmy Awards. I am not. You can't get me to do it. Even if you tried, I wouldn't do it.
Emmy Awards.
No,
yeah.
it's not about me. It's about the team that makes me look so good.
That's one of my songs. It's called It's Not About Me.
Well, I was just joking. No,
No, literally.
just
That's the
joking.
title of my big Act One song.
Is
It's
it?
Not About
By the
Me.
way, I totally mean it's all about everyone here. That's the. I stepped on your line. What's the name? What is it again?
The one I won the
same-
Tony Award for, or this show? Oh, It's
Both.
Not About Me.
It's
the
Not
name
About
of the
Me.
Song, and I won a Tony Award in 2006 for a show called The Drowsy Chaperone,
You
which
know-
I didn't get initially. So
And then you win the Tony? Talk about sweet. All right, I'm not going to go there. When you do a show like this with Beth Leavel, who's in the Prom, the Longacre Theater on West 48th Street, I know they pay me to do this, but I know it sounds corny as well.
Oh.
They actually, you shouldn't. This was a piece of cake and fun. And I want to thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Wish you all the
Really.
best.
Thank
Have a great
you.
run.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One on One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by New Jersey Sharing Network, RWJ Barnabas Health, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the Northward Center, NJM Insurance Group, Verizon, and by Adler Aphasia Center. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.